Do you want your drink? Oh,
is that going to be in there?
yes.
Drink testing.
I gotta pull up the questions. We have like 6, well...
How many?
We'll probably have a little bit more than 16 because some people ask.
60?
16. I stopped at 16. But
Okay.
there's probably like 4, probably like 20 maybe?
See my hand in the back mirror both times.
You
do this all the time.
I know, but you're watching me. Okay.
I watch you all the time.
Yeah,
You're
stick with
do it
me.
in the house.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Hey guys, it's Lauren, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my husband Q&A, and I've been trying to get him to do this video for so long, and he's finally agreed to do it, so I'm pretty excited.
Yep. Me too.
He's camera shy. I'm going to laugh a lot in this video. He's really camera shy, but he finally decided to make his appearance on camera.
Ready.
Don't look at the viewfinder, look at them.
That makes sense.
So I asked on my Twitter and my Instagram some questions for y'all to ask us, so we are going to be answering these on video. He has not seen any of the questions. I've kind of read through like 3 of them, and then he was like, you need to stop reading them, you're cheating. So all the other questions I really don't know. So here we go. You ready?
Yeah. Am I supposed to just answer questions, right? No.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first question is, are y'all going to have any more kids?
Yes. Lots.
Yeah, we will.
We need a boy.
Eventually we'll have more kids. Next question is from my friend Luke. Hey Luke. He said, how did you meet?
Answer it.
It doesn't matter.
At our job years ago. Years and years and years ago. We were just friends and
You're so shy. He's really not this shy. He's usually like loud. But this is like his first video. But yeah, we actually used to work together at HEB a long time ago. Like a long time ago. How long ago? Like
11 years ago.
11 years. So yeah, that's how we met, was we worked together. And we weren't like dating right off the bat. We were actually like best friends. But I don't want to like answer it too much because I think someone else like asked maybe something similar to that. Next question is from Parker Smith. Are you going to do a Houston meetup? If I did a meetup, I would probably be the only one there. I don't. You and me. Yeah, that's about it. And Peyton. Yeah. I would love to do a meetup, but I'm just like, I don't think anybody would really come and see me, so.
Sure they would.
Not anytime soon. Okay, the next question is from my friend Amy. She actually does YouTube videos as well. First question is, when did y'all meet? Like 11 years ago? 11 years ago, or was it 12?
11 to 12 years ago.
11 to 12 years ago. Second question is, how many years have y'all been married? I'm gonna let you answer that question.
4.
4 years. We've been married for 4 years. Number 3, what's one thing you dislike that the other person does? His burping. He burps like, oh, I just spit. He burps like really loud, and we can be like eating. He doesn't care. He has no shame. He burps loud. I actually have him burping in my intro, which I probably will put that in there to teach you a lesson.
There you go.
Yeah. So what do I do? Any butter.
You're a water bottle collector.
You know, like Tanner's. Oh, okay, there you go.
You have water bottles all over the house. She seriously has probably 15 water bottles beside her bed. She brings a new one every night without putting the old ones up.
Yeah, I am pretty guilty. I feel like I have a hair. Do I have any hair on my
There's probably
eyelash?
like 9 of them below us.
Right here on the side.
Well,
Let me check. I really feel like it's driving me insane. I don't want to keep touching. You can look at the camera.
Girl.
So the water bottles.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you don't like about me. I'm sure there's other things that he doesn't
She's
like.
perfect.
But whatever. Okay, the next question is, what is your most memorable date?
Our engagement.
When you proposed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that too. It was
Pretty
like,
awesome.
it was really awesome. It was pretty romantic. I was actually surprised. I'll tell y'all a little bit about it. Hopefully I don't run out of space, and I'll try not to talk too much. But he had actually told me that we were gonna go out to eat with his parents for like a business dinner, and he took me to the mall. I picked out a dress. He told me that it was gonna be fancy, so I picked out a dress, and make a long story short, I was kind of like throwing a little fit because I couldn't find a dress, and it was like last minute. Like, he told me the night before, and I finally found a dress. And then the day of, when we go, it's like we walk into like this little bitty room, and it's like secluded from the restaurant. I don't know if y'all have Perry's Steakhouse in y'all's area, but it was there. And
Wine room.
The wine room. He reserved the wine room. So I went in, and I was like, how is everybody gonna fit in here? Like, there's only 2 chairs. And he's like, oh, well, it's just us. He didn't tell me that his parents were there so that I would go, because he knew that I probably would not have went if his parents weren't there, because back then I really didn't like to go out to eat to fancy places that much. So yeah, he had to trick me. And maybe I'll do a separate video on how he proposed, because that would be kind of long. There's a lot of details. So the next question is, what is y'all's favorite show?
So many.
He has a lot. I'm not really a big TV person. I've already told y'all multiple times, but if I had to say what's my favorite show, it would be, guess my favorite show. I have 2.
Law and Order SVU.
Okay, and what's my other one?
Criminal Minds.
You always record it on my DVD.
Oh, what's that? The Hollywood girl thing. What's it called?
Housewives of Orange County.
Housewives, yeah.
And if I had to pick some of his, I don't really know like all the shows, but I would say like Game of Thrones and
True Detective.
Cops. He watches Cops like all day, every day. Like all day he can just sit there and watch Cops.
Cops, jail, all that stuff.
48
It's good
hours,
shows.
all that stuff. Did I say any that you liked that? Because I know
Game
there's
of
some
Thrones is
new.
my favorite. True Detective's my favorite. That's about it right now. Dexter.
I'm a booger. You seem so like, loosen up. You seem so like.
It's kind of new.
I know. You'll get used to it. Because we'll do some more after.
I'll do your makeup one day.
Next question is, if you were stranded on an island together and you could only bring one thing each, not food or water though. And I'm going to say, just a disclaimer, we've already, like, we can't, no, hold on. Well, because I thought it was like if your house was burning, but no, I read it wrong. If you were stranded on an island together and you could only bring one thing each, not food or water though, what would you bring?
Good question. Go ahead.
Only one thing?
I
would say my phone, but I'm probably not able to bring my phone.
So we can call for help and get back to
Exactly. So I would have to say sunscreen. If I can't say my phone, I would say sunscreen, because I got to be protected in the sun. What would you say?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. We'll be stranded on an island. That's a lot of sun.
Probably a hammock.
I would have to bring the sunscreen, and I would have to lather him up, because he never wears like sunscreen, and then he burns like so easy. So you'd bring a hammock.
Fair skinned.
A hammock.
I'll bring a hammock. Yeah. So we could have somewhere to sit.
You're so cute. A hammock. I would think you would say like a book or.
I was gonna say a TV, but yeah, on an island. You don't
Yeah,
want to
we
sit
don't
there and
have
watch
outlets.
TV.
Well, we won't have outlets either. So. Next
I
question.
would like drink in the middle of these.
Yeah. Really? I keep coughing. My nose is ready.
I'm ready.
Next question is from my friend Nia. Hey girl, hey. Her question was, what's your favorite thing about him, vice versa? Oh man.
The list is too long.
Oh, you were so trying to earn some points.
Man, are we supposed to do like the obvious? Like, I think you're pretty and stuff like that? Or am I
Just
supposed
whatever.
to do some hard
What's your
stuff?
favorite thing about him, and what's your favorite thing about me? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I would say how social he is. He can walk into a room and not know anybody and make friends. He's pretty social. Nice when he wants to be.
I'd say your kindness, because you put everybody in front of you. Like me and Pay are always in front of you. It doesn't hurt you to look good.
I'm gonna cry. Don't look at my hairy legs. I didn't shave my legs. They're pretty hairy. Next question is, where did you guys meet? We met at HEB. We used to work together.
Grocery store in
11,
Texas.
12 years ago. Yeah, I don't think there's a HEB everywhere. I think it's just in Texas.
Just in Texas, and neither of us work there anymore.
Yeah, we don't work there. I haven't worked there for a very long time, but we worked at HEB, which is like a grocery store. Next question. Hi, Lauren. Hey. Do you and your husband have nicknames for each other? What is it and why that nickname? Hee hee.
Babe.
Yeah, we call each other babe. He calls me mama a lot. I call you Bubba sometimes. Sometimes.
Lauren Ashley.
Yeah, he calls me by my first and middle name sometimes.
Just to get her.
Don't tell him my secret. I told him a long time ago that I like when he says my name, so he does it like on purpose. What else? I think that's it.
That's about it. Babe, usually.
Yeah, I think that's about
Pretty.
it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Next question. What is one thing your hubby does that gets under your skin? Just one? I'm just kidding. Let me see. I gotta think about this one. If I had to pick the top one.
It doesn't ask me, so I'll have to answer.
No,
it just says hubby. Doesn't say anything about vice versa.
It's a Q&A for us. That means the questions go for both of us. Probably. I'm sure. Oh, my foot's going to sleep.
Oh, what do you do that gets under my skin?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot.
Man, I don't know.
What is one thing your hubby does that gets under your skin?
She's hard-headed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's hard-headed.
I'm hard-headed?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm hard-headed? I would say you're hard-headed.
You're never wrong.
No, I always say when I'm wrong.
You do apologize always first.
You know what? Yes. That's one thing that gets under my skin. He will never apologize. Even if he's in the wrong, he will not apologize. So
yes, I do sometimes.
Sometimes. But majority of the time,
When
who's always the one to apologize
When it needs to be
first?
said, when it's important, it needs to be said.
It's always important. Who is the one to always apologize first?
You are.
Exactly.
I'm
Next
sorry.
question. You're saying sorry for what? Okay, next question is, how did you meet and what was your first impression of each other? We met at work. My first impression of him was like, we weren't like, actually, yeah, my first impression, I really did not like him. Because he was like a manager where I worked, and there was this girl that they were like talking. This was way before us, but they would like talk and not work. And she was like supposed to be a cashier with me, so I would be like busy ringing people out, and they're over there flirting. And I went up to him one time and I was like, y'all need to get to work, like seriously. And it made me so mad. So when we first, like, my first impression of him was not good at all. What was your first impression of me?
First time I ever saw you was when you were getting interviewed with your friend. And everybody was like, oh, who's these two girls in the office?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you started working, and I was like, eh.
That was so mean. You were so mean. Was that really how you did?
No, we were cool. I didn't really know you.
Yeah, we honestly, like,
Didn't really
when I first
pay too
started
much
working
attention.
there, I didn't really talk to him, and I didn't know of him until that incident, which did not leave a good mark at all. The next question is the same. Where did you guys meet? We met at HEB. What's the story? Okay, it's kind of long, so I have a tendency of talking too much, so I'm gonna try to make this short.
There is no Reader's Digest version.
Whatever. So like we were just best friends. Like, well, actually no, we didn't start off as best friends. We started off like just being like co-workers, and I really didn't start talking to him until like I went through a bad breakup, and we were like mutual friends with this person. So then I guess like after we broke up, I had another friend that we went to the movies, and my ex was supposed to go to the movies. We were like dating at the time. Well, he didn't show up. Like, he just did like a no-show or whatever. His plans had changed, which, you know, let's not get into that. But
he had another date.
Yeah, he actually did. He was like cheating on me and stuff. So, make a long story short, he ended up going. Like, I texted him and I was like, hey, and I don't even know how we started talking, like, right off the bat, but we were just really good friends at first, because we used to, like, not really get along because of that one incident, and then we started to become, like, really good friends, and then, like, he would always, like, ask me out, and I was like, no, I'm not ready for a boyfriend, and we were just, like, friends, and, like, he would always say, oh, I'm gonna marry you, and oh, I want to date you, and I was just, like, I thought he was just kidding and blowing smoke up my butt, but, yeah,
we met, we fell in love, we had a baby.
We did. It wasn't that easy. It was not that easy, let me tell you.
She tripped me.
I always say he tripped me because I was not looking for love. I didn't even think that I even liked him, and we were friends, so, like, we would hang out with mutual friends, and I would kind of find myself, like, getting jealous, and he had already made it known and obvious that he was attracted to me and that he wanted to date me. He was just basically waiting for me to say, hey, yeah, I like you too, and it didn't get that way because, you know, he partied a lot. I really didn't party that much, and he was a little wild, and I didn't want to settle down. He's much older than me. Well, not much older.
Not much older.
He's 5 years. Like he's 5. I found myself, like, I noticed myself getting jealous, and then I was like, oh my god, I do like him, and so, yeah, that's how it happened.
It's easy to fall in love with her.
I wish you were this nice all the time.
I am this nice all the time.
Next question. Do you plan on more children in the future? Peyton looks like she'd be a great big sister.
Peyton's amazing at everything.
Peyton actually tells us all the time that that she wants a brother or a sister. Actually, sometimes she even says both. So
yeah, we'd like to have a son.
I wouldn't mind having 2 more kids, a boy and a girl.
Definitely a son.
But I would like to have them at the same time, so twins. Because I don't want to have to go through the whole process again. So. Next question is, how did you both meet? Where did you decide to do YouTube videos? A lot of that we won't answer the first one because that one has been answered a lot. But when did you decide to do YouTube videos? I actually wanted to do YouTube videos for quite some time, like for a while, and I regret not starting when I wanted to. I always came up with excuses like, oh, I don't have a camera, oh, I don't have lighting, oh, I don't have a background, and all this stuff, until one day I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'll put up a video. I didn't tell anybody. He didn't even know. My parents didn't know. Like, I told my mom, like, back before I even started YouTube that I wanted to do YouTube, and she was like, that's silly. So after I made up my first video and I put it up, the only person that knew was Peyton, and she was like not even 1. Was she 1? Like, it was 2 years ago when I put up my first video. So yeah, I just did it, and I don't regret it. I enjoy it. So next question is from my girl. What is your favorite food to eat together? I would say, like, we like going to Grimaldi's.
I was gonna say the same thing.
And Olive Garden.
Grimaldi's, Olive Garden.
We like to eat anything together.
It doesn't really matter.
Mexican food.
Gringos.
If given $25 to plan a date, what would you do / buy? $25 to plan a date, we would go and Redbox it up and go get some junk food, some
get her
candy.
a bottle of wine, a nice pizza.
Never do.
You should said if I had to plan a date.
I know, but if given 20...
Gotcha. What we normally do and what would we do is different.
Well, what we normally do, okay, so what we would
normally
do.
We would have Peyton. So
okay, so
we'd get movies and pizza and junk food and drinks.
And watch Redbox.
We'd sit out here and watch Redboxes all night.
You want to add to that?
No.
What would you do? What would you do? Because
you
don't like my answer.
Thing.
What would you do? Don't act like you're all romantic.
I'm not romantic.
A bottle of wine? You have never bought me a bottle of wine unless I
It says if I was given $25 to plan you a date, I would give you wine and pizza, like a Grimaldi's and a bottle of wine.
So why not throw in flowers?
Because I like $25.
A bottle of wine and a $5 pizza.
What's
It's
$5?
not-
You want a little Caesar's pizza?
That's what you usually do.
I said a Grimaldi's pizza.
Grimaldi's pizza is like $25. How you gonna buy me a
18
Mario?
bucks. $19.
You got $25 in your pocket now. So
What would we do?
What would we
We'd go
do?
buy junk food and some type of food for dinner.
Exactly.
And then we would lay in our living
butts
room.
down in the living room and we'd watch some
And we'd
TV.
watch TV or we'd get a movie.
Exactly what I said.
You're right.
Then she asked, what is your favorite thing about each other? Let's not just name all these things.
I don't know. How are you supposed to answer? You're supposed to answer them like,
What is your favorite thing about each other? I guess it was like kind of like similar to like you're outgoing.
am I supposed to say like looks? I
What
like
is
your
your
looks, but
favorite?
is that shallow?
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about each other? Like, what is your favorite thing about me?
It seems we did earlier.
Yeah.
The way you
We're
put
just-
everybody in front of you, like me and
Well,
Peyton
that
are
was
the
your
priority. You always put us first.
And the next part is biggest pet peeve of your spouse, vice versa. I think we answered that one too. His burps, me leaving water bottles everywhere. And then the last part of her question, how did Chris propose? I can go on and on, laugh out loud. So I did kind of tell y'all a little bit earlier, I think. I didn't really go into too much detail, but basically he told me that we were going on a business dinner for his parents, and we went, and he had this like wine room reserved, which was very seclusive. Is that even a word?
Secluded.
It was very secluded. It was very intimate. It was blocked off and surrounded by wine bottles, and it was just very romantic. And then he waited till after we ate, after dessert. I honestly thought he was breaking up with me, and then because he was like fidgeting, he was nervous. And then he was telling me like, I've loved you for so long or something. I thought he was breaking up with me, and then he started digging in his pocket, and I was like, oh my god, is he gonna propose? Like, and then he proposed. I said yes, of course. And then he actually, where our Perry Steakhouse is, there's like a hotel that's right by it. He had my bags packed already without me knowing. Clothes to wear, nightgown, toothbrush, like just my necessities he had packed already without me even having a slightest idea. And we went up to the room, like he was like, he didn't tell me where we were going, but we got into his truck because we valet parked it, and he was like, oh, we're not gonna go home. And I was like, well, where are we going? And then he drove into the hotel, and we stayed the night, and he was actually so exhausted from planning out the whole thing while I was at work that he fell asleep like soon as we got to the hotel. Like,
I've been up since like 4, planning and going to work and making sure
4 in
everything
the
was
morning.
making sure everything was ready to go.
Yeah.
I needed to make sure it was on point.
Yeah, so he actually fell asleep like soon after we got to the hotel because he was exhausted. And
It was a big bed and it was super comfortable.
yeah, it was probably the most sweetest thing, one of the most sweetest thing. I'll tell them the sweetest thing that you've ever done. We've actually, like, we were friends before we started dating, like really good friends, and we would like open up to each other, and I always told him like the perfect thing, the perfect romantic thing that I would love for someone to do to me, because I really didn't have people do like romantic things ever to me, and I never had anything romantic, like anything really happened to me. So I had basically said I would love to have like a Build-A-Bear made for me, and he actually did it like maybe 3 months later. It wasn't like all of a sudden, it was like he waited, and 3 months later he gave me my favorite candy, 2 roses, and a cheerleader Build-A-Bear, because I was a cheerleader, and it was so romantic. And I still have it.
Still have it. It's
Peyton.
in Peyton's zoo.
Yeah, it's in Peyton's room. Peyton has it now, but yeah. Was that fun?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to do another video?
What do you mean?
Would you want to do another
right
video?
now?
No.
Oh, I was
It's
gonna say,
on my
I gotta work
channel.
tomorrow. You crazy.
On my YouTube channel.
Yeah. I want to do your makeup.
Yeah, he wants to do my makeup, so I think that would be pretty
I
fun.
think I'll be good at it.
If you are, I'm going to have you do my makeup all the time. But yeah, that was...
Chances of me being good at it probably pretty slim.
yeah.
So I'm not really sure what goes where and what brush. And I gave you eyeliner for your lip the other day.
Yeah, you did. But that was all of the questions that we were asked. I think that was all of them. If I forgot any, I'm sorry. I apologize. Maybe we'll do another Q&A sometime in the future, but I know that he does want to do my makeup, so we'll probably be doing that hopefully soon. Maybe, I don't know. I leave for the weekend. Peyton. Baby, you're so silly.
She's got Lola jumping around over there.
But that was all for this video. I feel like I'm gonna smack you in the face. That was all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it.
Right,
yeah, because I'm trying to like lean and still be in
I take
the
up
picture.
Most of the frame.
You almost sat on my foot.
Okay.
It's hot. Isn't it hot? Really? You're not hot? Because these bright lights is hot. But that was all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. No, that's what Peyton did in her video.
No.
Like,
Well, you don't have some kind of ending? Oh.
and get it up for you ASAP.
Super white.
It's the lights.
Look, you want to look right here. I don't know. I think I was probably looking right here the whole time.
Probably.
It's hard not to.
Okay, let's do our screenshot
What are we supposed to do?
for our thumbnail. You're pulling my hair. Smile and look at the.
Oh, yeah. I gotta look right there.
You're so dumb. Ow!
You're so little.
It's hot. Selfie time.
Crazy.